Picture this: a rhythm-based indie game, featuring a love-struck boy with a microphone, battling musical adversaries to win over his girlfriend's heart. Yes, you've guessed it. We're talking about the outlandishly popular Friday Night Funkin'. This game has been spreading like wildfire, with its catchy tunes and colorful graphics. It's no wonder it's become a viral sensation. But who are the masterminds behind this viral sensation? Meet programmers Ninja Muffin 99, artists Phantom Arcade, and Evil Sk8r, and musician Kawaii Sprite. This talented quartet came together to create Friday Night Funkin' for a game jam, with no expectations beyond just having some fun. The game was created under the constraints of a tight deadline, with the team working tirelessly to bring their vision to life. Little did they know, they were about to create a cultural phenomenon that would take the world by storm. So, what's the secret sauce behind its skyrocketing popularity? Well, it's a fusion of several factors. First, let's talk about the nostalgia factor. Friday Night Funkin' brilliantly taps into the nostalgia of the early 2000s Newgrounds era of Flash games, bringing back the essence of that time with its pixelated art style and quirky characters, making it a hit among millennials and Gen Z alike. Interestingly, the strongest fan base of Friday Night Funkin' is young teens and preteens. Despite not having experienced the early 2000s Newgrounds era of Flash games firsthand, these younger players are drawn to the nostalgia factor that Friday Night Funkin' so masterfully encapsulates. This unexpected demographic has contributed significantly to the game's viral popularity. It seems that the game's appeal transcends generations, making it a hit amongst both those who lived through the era it emulates and those who didn't. Then, there's the music. The game is a rhythmic odyssey, with each level offering a new catchy tune that you can't help but groove to. The music is not only an integral part of the gameplay, but also a major reason for its popularity. It's a game that's as much about listening as it is about playing, making it a unique experience in the gaming world. Let's take a moment to appreciate the music genre that Friday Night Funkin' has brought back into the spotlight: chiptune. This genre, which peaked in the 00s, received little mainstream attention until now. Friday Night Funkin', with its infectious beats and catchy melodies, has revived interest in this somewhat forgotten genre. It doesn't stop there. Fan-made remixes of the game's music have even displaced the original in popularity. For instance, Rose's remix by Bassett Films and Monster remix by Paragon X9 are among the tunes that have gained significant traction. This resurgence of chiptune and the popularity of fan-made remixes is yet another testament to the game's cultural impact. Moving on to Scene 2, we delve into the crucial role of accessibility. Friday Night Funkin', due to its availability as a free-to-play game, has rendered itself accessible to anyone possessing a computer with an internet connection. It's this vast reach that has undeniably been a significant factor in its sweeping popularity. Moving on to the next scene, we must remember the community. The game's open-source aspect has sparked a burst of modifications created by fans, presenting players with infinite fresh content to delve into and relish. This degree of community interaction has not just preserved the game, but has also facilitated its expansion and development. Scene 2. A captivating facet to the success of Friday Night Funkin' is its surprising pull towards a varied demographic. The central character, although presumably heterosexual, is frequently depicted with other male characters within the game and beyond it. This portrayal has resonated deeply with young gay males, who have found a sense of identification with the character and use him as a symbol of their own identity. This unexpected audience has significantly contributed to the game's viral popularity, showcasing the extensive and diverse allure of Friday Night Funkin'. Stepping into our next scene, let's delve into why the protagonist of Friday Night Funkin' has become a symbol of identification for young gay boys. The main character, despite presumably being heterosexual, is often seen alongside other male characters in the game. Notably, Pico, a former adversary turned ally, shares a unique bond with the protagonist. This relationship has been interpreted and expanded by fans, who have created their own lore about the duo. This fan-made narrative has significantly enhanced the game's appeal to young gay males, who see their experiences reflected in these characters. Moreover, the protagonist's qualities of resilience, adaptability, and courage resonate deeply with them, fostering a sense of identification. This unexpected demographic has added another layer to the game's viral popularity, demonstrating the broad and diverse appeal of Friday Night Funkin'. It is yet another testament to the game's ability to foster inclusivity and promote self-expression, making it a true cultural phenomenon. Moving to our next scene, let's delve into an interesting facet of Friday Night Funkin' that significantly contributes to its triumph: the minimalist design. The primitive graphics and lack of character development, quite contrastingly, have managed to draw in an audience. It's natural to question how such a rudimentary design holds such a deep influence. Interestingly, this simplicity appears to be its major strength. The stripped-down design provides room for interpretation, allowing players to infuse their creativity and personalities into the game. This adaptability specifically resonates with younger players who often feel alienated by the polished, ultra-realistic designs of mainstream games. In Friday Night Funkin', they find a blank slate where they can unleash their creativity and assert their individuality. Game simplicity, instead of being a limitation, becomes a formidable tool that promotes inclusivity and self-expression, further cementing its place as a distinctive cultural phenomenon. As we transition into our next scene, we find ourselves marveling at the global reach of Friday Night Funkin'. It's truly astounding how a game with such a simplistic design has managed to capture hearts worldwide. One key element that has undoubtedly played a significant role in its global success is its non-verbal nature. This game transcends the barriers of language, making it accessible to players from all corners of the globe. From bustling megacities to remote corners of the world, the rhythm of Friday Night Funkin' echoes loud and clear. There are stories of kids in poor and remote countries celebrating their birthdays with FNF-themed parties, a testament to the game's universal appeal. This is not a game confined by cultural or geographical boundaries. Its simplicity, its music, and its non-verbal gameplay have made it a cultural phenomenon that resonates with players from diverse backgrounds. This global phenomenon is a testament to the game's universal appeal and its ability to transcend cultural and geographical boundaries. In the world of Friday Night Funkin', borders cease to exist. All that matters is the rhythm, the beat, and the fun that comes with it. Interestingly, Friday Night Funkin' shares some similarities with another indie game sensation, Five Nights at Freddy's. Both games, apart from having similar titles, have become huge in the indie game scene. They have been able to capture the imagination of gamers around the world, carving out their own niches. However, unlike Five Nights at Freddy's, Friday Night Funkin' has yet to be capitalized in the same way. This is not to say that Friday Night Funkin' is less successful or popular, but rather it denotes a different approach to indie game development and monetization. This could be due to the different genres and target audiences of the two games. Five Nights at Freddy's, with its horror-themed gameplay, attracts an audience seeking thrill and suspense. On the other hand, Friday Night Funkin', with its rhythm-based gameplay and retro aesthetics, appeals to a different demographic. While both games have found success in their own right, it's interesting to see how their paths have diverged. One capitalized on its popularity and expanded rapidly, while the other has maintained its indie charm. This comparison not only highlights the diversity in the indie gaming scene, but also gives us a glimpse into the different strategies that indie developers may take to achieve success. As we wrap up our exploration of Friday Night Funkin', it's important to note that its long-term impact remains to be seen. For now, it's a fun cultural phenomenon that's utterly nonsensical to outsiders. Its quirky characters, infectious music, and simple yet engaging gameplay have captured the hearts of many. But what does the future hold for this indie game sensation? Its future will depend on the continued support of its fan base and the evolution of its content. Will it continue to ride the wave of popularity, or will it evolve into something entirely new? There are countless possibilities, and only time will tell how Friday Night Funkin' will adapt and grow. Regardless of what the future holds, Friday Night Funkin' has already left an indelible mark on the gaming world. It has proven that indie games can compete with big-budget titles, and that a simple concept can resonate with millions of players around the world. Whether it continues to dominate the gaming scene or fades into obscurity, Friday Night Funkin' will always be remembered as a game that brought joy, fostered community, and broke boundaries. This rhythm-based indie game, with its unique charm and appeal, has certainly left a lasting legacy in the world of gaming.